As we get set for Game 2 of the Ivy League softball tournament here at Strubing Field in Princeton, New Jersey. And in our second game of today's doubleheader, it's the top seed and host Princeton Tigers taking on the 4th seed, Dartmouth Big Green.
Hitting .304 and then took the ball off the top of her foot, which left her on the sidelines.
3-1 popped up wide of first. Here's a test for the junior, and Marsalo tracks it down in front of the Princeton dugout.
How many times I wore long underwear when I was coached, now how many layers I wear on the top.
Off the end of the bat towards Marsalo, who's being tested early, and so far she's passed 2 away here in the top of the first. Only 2 seniors. Beaupre is one of them. Cahalan's the other, and this lined off the glove of the third baseman, Zhang. Down the left field line, digging for second. Wide turn before Beaupre has to dive back in.
Oh, that's a close play on the round.
Having that lefty bat with the power to the gaps in the cleanup spot.
You know, not everybody's a power hitter, but when you do this, put the ball in play, just like she did, you know, that moves the runners around. And as I said, not everybody's going to hit with. Do we know? I have it. I'll look. We'll see who's playing the first game, winner, loser. It's usually, wow, it's a great rise ball. We could talk about it.
We'll get back to that in the bottom of the inning. The rise ball, Hennessy swings through it. Harrington works around the pair of 2 team in the Ivy League in this tournament that didn't face her during the regular season.
Which is so interesting. You know, they're going to come into this game.
Zhang dives head first and beats out the grounder to second, and the Tigers have something going here in the first.
And
time Patriot League Pitcher of the Year, a little bit of a similar style, was trying to spin him in there during the week.
And, you know, it's such an advantage when you have a pitcher who's the head coach or a pitcher on your staff, and she's hitting a mere .321.
Swings through the 1-2 pitch. First strikeout of the day for Jensen Hall, and there's 1 away in the bottom of the first. May couldn't catch up to a pitch.
She's got a lot of movement.
1-2 from Hall. That one tailing in on the batter, and it's strike 3.
Would like nothing more than to put something and give her.
Snap throw down to first, gets away from the first baseman, and that'll allow the lead runner, Zhang, to motor into third.
So the little things make it. Likes to run, but
doesn't go here. 2-1 popped up. Sky high for the catcher, Cahalan, who makes the play in front of home plate. The junior righty back to work. Pitch to Allie Odie. Bounce towards the senior, Grace Jackson. Quickly up with it and a strong throw for out number 1. Grace Jackson, the veteran senior leader out there at shortstop.
Which is great because you don't want to be in the bucket when you're making contact.
Malone, not a shortstop in high school, not recruited as a shortstop as she hits this one on the screws, but right at Sabloni in center field for out number 2. Probably a better third baseman, but has held her own behind the plate. 2-2. One hopper, friendly carom back to Harrington. A little bit of a low throw, but the junior retires. The Big Green in order in the second. 2 on and nobody out. But got Dumais swinging, Goodwin looking, and got Allie Ha to pop up. This one popped up, should be in play in front of the third base dugout for Hennessy.
Order and on the field.
Just 1 at-bat this past weekend in a series against Cornell where the Tigers had to win 2 of 3 to host. And in her first at-bat of the day, she picks up a base hit to right field. So once again, not 3-2 pitch. This one sneaks inside the foul line for a 1-out base hit. That's a great at-bat by the Tigers senior shortstop.
You know, Princeton may not have many opportunities, and sometimes pitchers, especially good pitchers, get better as the game goes on. So it's important that Princeton take count. Zhang has a great eye.
3-0 pitch, and she's aboard for Lauren Sabloni.
And one of the things that Coach Van Ackeren.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hall high and tight, and she walks in the game's first run as Sabloni spikes the bat, and Dominguez walks in from third. It's 1-0 Princeton in the bottom of the second. Ball to the sophomore Dumais. And she walked in a run.
Wow.
Back-to-back run-scoring free passes, and Princeton has an early 2-0 lead.
And you can see that, and I understand this, Coach Williams is not happy.
And then after Bish grounded out to first, 3 straight free passes. This one hit well out towards left by Godwin, and a great sliding catch. Alana Panu chases it down in the gap for the final out.
Wow, that was an awesome, awesome catch. You have got to give Beaupre. Watch this ball. I mean, she can't get any closer. It looks like she gets all of it. Little bit of wind blowing in. Awesome job, sliding catch. Terrific, terrific catch.
France, the sophomore from Danville, California, tops it to second. Goodwin underhand flip to first for 1 away. That's 5 in a row retired by Megan Harrington after those back-to-back 2-out singles in the first.
Princeton has played good defense most of the year.
On the inside corner, took something off and gets Cahalan looking.
And you talked about her working both sides of the plate. She came in.
0-2. Chopper to second, high hop for Godwin, throws to first. 7 in a row retired, back-to-back 1-2-3 innings courtesy of Megan Herring.
3:05 coming into the tournament.
1-2 pitch popped up right side again towards the first baseman, Beaupre, and she'll put it away.
And you see that ball, it's just up spinning. It's a really good pitch, and it's in the strike zone. And that's what Dartmouth wants to see.
0-2 pitch got her to chase. So Carice Ford becomes the 3rd strikeout victim for Jensen Hall, and there's 2 quickly away here in the 3rd.
But do you leave her in? And, you know, it depends on how healthy she is.
1-1 gets under it, out towards center field. This is going to hang up for Schramm, who chases it down in the gap. For the first time today, Jensen Hall retires Princeton in order as we go to the 4th inning.
And it's really good for the student athletes to get that kind of experience.
Swung lifted to left field off the bat of Beaupre, but not quite deep enough as Ali Ha is able to make the catch.
And Beaupre.
Olivia Schramm, the cleanup hitting freshman center fielder. Right back to Harrington on a hop, throws to first, and there's 2 away.
So it's a good sign for Harrington that 2 of the hitters who had hits the first time up, she sits down.
When you enter the postseason, and Dartmouth certainly doing that. Off the end of the bat, and that's going to find some open real estate for a 2-out base hit. So Hennessy's on board. That's the 3rd.
Dumais thought he missed.
1-2 pitch in the dirt, knocked down by Dumais, and she'll throw to first. Strikeout 2-3, the 3rd punch out by Harrington.
Last couple of years, it's their intent to come here and keep on playing next week.
1-0 pitch, flared the other way, and a base hit over the drawn-in 3rd baseman for Grace Jackson.
Did exactly the same thing on.
1-2 pitch, lifted down the right field line, playable for Odie. In foul territory, makes the catch.
And, you know, what I think is a little maybe.
0-1 to the freshman 3rd baseman. Hit well down the left field line, laying out and doing it again is Panu.
Wow, that is such a spectacular catch. And Zhang really had to skedoodle back down.
He's one of them. There goes Jackson, and she steals the base. Cahalan had to wait for the shortstop Malone to get there. A little bit of a late break, and Grace Jackson swipes her way into scoring position.
Yes.
2-2 from Jensen Hall, swing and a miss. Lauren Sabloni, the All-Ivy League outfielder, retired for the first time today. 4 strikeouts this afternoon for Jensen Hall as the Tigers leave Grace Jackson. 1-1 from Harrington. Popped her up, carrying out to left, but playable for Ha, who reaches up and makes the catch. Here's on comebackers today. 1 out, bases empty. Wilson gets under it. Sky high towards Ali High and left, and there's 2 away.
Good communication out there.
0-2 pitch. Weak contact, right side. Goodwin underhands to Marsalo, and it's another 1-2-3 frame as Megan Harrington has gone 5 scoreless.
The program has evolved.
3-1 to Dumais, and she gets hit right on the back of the helmet and then claps the hand, shakes it off, and jogs down to first.
Was it her back or?
By pitch. 1-2. Hit out towards right, got under it. It'll be the right fielder sprinting in, and Ali Odie makes the catch.
And you hear somebody in the stands yell.
We have enough daylight to finish this game. It's turned into a really nice evening here in Princeton. Popped out to right by Ali Ha, another put out by Ali Odie, and there's 2 away.
It really is a beautiful day. I mean, scoring position.
0-2 to Ford. Hit a ton out to left field, and that's gone.
Bye-bye.
Lisa Van Akron told us that Carice Ford feels more comfortable against better pitching. And she backed her coach up there. It's 4-0 Tigers in the bottom of the 5th inning.
You have to love that. A freshman who feels better against the better pitching. And this was a no doubt about it. Look at this. I mean, right off the bat, boom.
Talked about Lisa Van Akron trying to go out there, rekindle that rise ball to get her team ready for Jensen Hall, and was frustrated because
And you play against all these great teams who've been playing, and you're just getting on the field.
Tops it to second and thrown out by Ashley France. But the damage is done. Carice Ford.
Back on track, talking about what pitches. Oh, that's...
This one lifted to left, but tracked down at the warning track off the bat of Mary Beth Cahalan, the leadoff hitter.
I thought that was going to go, and it just kind of hung up a little bit.
And Jen Williams, a very good pitcher at Middlebury. Liner right at Grace Jackson.
Watch that ball, and I know we're going to get a chance to see it, that they've had this year and late in the season.
Only 2 seniors, she's one of them. 2-2 pitch, chopped to first. Friendly hop from Marsalo, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Megan Harrington. She's retired 16 of the last 17 batters she's faced. Jackson, Caitlin Bish, then back to the top for Sonia Jean. Hall back at it. This one off the handle, right at the shortstop Malone, and a quick first out in the 6th. First time Jackson's been retired today. 0-2 on the Tigers, 9th place hitter. Flare out to right, and that's down for a base hit despite the best diving effort by the second baseman, France. Bish is aboard with the Tigers.
Recognition or no recognition.
1-2 pitch, lifts it to right. Carrying back, but Odie lines it up and makes the catch, and there's 2 away. That'll chase Body back to first.
One further thing about Zhang, and this is partly why she's so successful.
2-run second. And then the Carice Ford homer in the 5th has made it 4-0. This one elevated, sent to the backstop. And Bish will move up to second on the wild pitch. Not Bish, that's Body. And they are really guarding the third base line against Sabloni. 3-2 pitch, she skips over it and draws the walk. So Sabloni draws her 3rd free pass of the day. Third base bag, Panu in left shaded over. Swan right back on a friendly hop to the freshman pitcher who fires to first and retires Dumais. Princeton leaves 2 more on. The Tigers have stranded 8 today, but they have a 4-0
inning. But Harrington was able to
It's a tongue twister as the high hop goes to second. Goodwin throws her out.
Thank you.
Say whatever you're trying to say 3 times fast.
Exactly. Strand a couple runners on drive, hit to right. Her last at bat.
3-2 right back to Harrington, and for the 3rd time today, she records the putout and the big green down to their final out here in the top of the 7th. 2-out single in the 4th. 1-1, bouncer back to Harrington, and she's done it. A complete game shutout for Megan Harrington. She retires 19 of the final 20 she faces. Dartmouth had 1 runner get as far as second base.
In terms of if we ran out of daylight. So, quick game. You don't see many of them.
Figured it had a chance to be a low-scoring game, but the Tigers get the best of Jensen Hall, who's been the best pitcher in the Ivy League this year. Princeton moving into the winner's bracket. We'll talk to Megan Harrington when we get back to Strubing Field. Princeton wins it over Dartmouth 4-0.